So that was the original condensation paper. Like I said, it was in '98. There have been many versions subsequent, things that have to do with importance sampling that look at the particles and stuff. Here's another example of doing head tracking, 2002. And you can see it's a little hard right there, tracking the head there. Okay. There's an interesting example right here. You see the head here is fully visible, but then it goes behind the cabinet. In fact, the only part of the head that's visible I just outlined. In fact, only the top half is visible there. So the question is, how did they move through occlusion? Okay, because part of the head is missing. Well, maybe they used velocity in their state, or maybe they didn't. What do you think? You think they did, or you think they didn't? Personally, I would have thought they did, because I mean, I know all about Kalman filtering. I know if you track velocity, it's really easy. But then if I think about particle filters, I say I probably didn't need to track velocity for the following reason. It's not the case that it has to be a great example of a head contour. It has to be the case that the example of the head contour that's here is a better example than if I put the head somewhere else. And in fact, indeed, this paper, they tracked the head through the partial occlusion without velocity. Now, would it have worked if the head was totally occluded behind the cabinet? No, because then the thing would just stay there. In fact, they call it a velocity zero model. The particles just stay where they are and they just diffuse out from the uncertainty. And so if you showed up on the other side of the cabinet, you'd be out of the frame of view altogether. Yes, Megan, I'm back. Okay. Whereas if you did velocity, you would follow me. There you go. Follow. Very, very good. So now you get the point.